Hello. We haven't talked in a while. My name, if you are new or if you forgot who I am because I haven't been on YouTube in a while, is Katelyn Costello, and I am the author of the YA fantasy series, The Rituals. Hi guys. I think the last time... No. I did do an update video right before April or right at the very beginning of April, so maybe it's not been as long as I feel like it's been. But it's been a while since Athena. I'm using her bed as a tripod right now because so we're just gonna scoot. Using her bed as a tripod right now because my tripod broke. So I think the last time I talked, no, it looks like I have no clothes on. Last time I spoke to you was the very beginning of April, Athena, and I told you about all the stuff that I had going on in April. So I wanted to check back in with you on how all of those things went, how the month went, what's coming up in a few days. So the first thing is I talked about in the last video the three major things that I was doing in April, which is part of the reason I didn't video at all. First thing was the very first weekend in April was my musical. If you remember, or if you don't know, if you're new, I am a theater director at my former high school, and my first production solo directing was a musical called Fiddler on the Roof, and it's about a Jewish family and going through traditions and legacies and things like that. That was my first show solo directing, and it opened and closed the first weekend in April, and it did so well. I was so proud of the kids. We did really, really good. We sold $400 tickets, 404 I think was the number, and it went really well. It was a really big production for our school. And it went so great. And a lot of people said it was a lot better than they thought because it's such a big show that hasn't been done at our school in years, because we haven't had the people that had the know-how and or had the cast abilities. But I knew the kids could do it, so we did it. And we did it! The next thing, fast forward more to the end of the month, I ran a half marathon. Actually, I'm gonna go get my medal. Hang on. So I ran a half marathon in last week? Yeah, it was last Sunday. So it was just a week ago. I ran a half marathon. I haven't run since. I've thought about it, but I haven't gone out. Yeah. That was a really crazy day. Oh, Athena is moving. She's trying to figure out who I'm talking to. It was long. My goal was to run it in 2:50, but that was also weather pending, it actually being nice out. A cold weather runner. I am awful at running in the cold, and it ended up being, I think when I finished the race, 41 degrees. When I started, it was about 38 and raining. So, taking that into consideration, I ran it in 3 hours, exactly, like 3 hours flat for my chip time. So what that means is, you know, like the bibs that you see people wearing with the numbers on it? There's a little thing on it, that's the chip. And that tracks your time. My chip time was different from my gun time, which is when, like, you hear the ka-pa-choo, go, and everybody runs. That was 3 hours, 1 minute and 22 seconds. And that's because it took me a minute and 22, to get from where I started to actually through the gate for the chip to start counting the time. So, a little fun running thing. So if you start closer to the front, your chip time would be closer to your actual time, but I knew I was going to be more closer to the 3 hour mark, so I started back farther. So I was only about 10 minutes off of my goal, which in the moment was sad. I wasn't super happy about it, but I was also still happy. Ethan didn't really give me a chance not to be happy, if I'm honest. But I did it, and I finished it in relatively close to when I wanted to, and I definitely was in pain for the downhill. This is the second half portion of the race, about mile 8 on. My leg was hurting, my ankle was hurting, my hip was hurting, but it was just like, I just need to keep going. And like Ethan had said that he would come pick me up anywhere. If you're new, Ethan is my boyfriend who I live with. He was there for the race, and he said he would come pick me up wherever I needed to because he knew I was a little bit anxious about those couple things. I actually had to take a week off from running the week before. So there was like the week leading up to it, the week before that. I had to take off because I did something to my hip and it made my muscles really tight to the point where it hurt to try to straighten my leg. Issues. So he knew there was those couple things that I was worried about, and was like, if you need to stop at all, I will come and pick you up wherever you are. Like, I'll grab the car and we'll go and get you. So he was really supportive. He thought I was kind of crazy, but he was really supportive with it. And now I've got a big old fancy heavy. It's heavy. It's like, I don't know weight, but it's heavy. Heavy thing that I can put somewhere. And it's 10 because it was the 10-year anniversary for the Flower City Marathon Challenge. So, yeah. Another big thing, but a thing that was not quite planned, but happened actually the day after the race. If you know from former videos, you know my car Alfie, my big red baby, he died. We think it was his battery or his alternator or something in there. He died again, and his inspection was going to be up in November, so I didn't want to pay $175 to tow him to my mechanic again to go through more fixes, because I'm still paying off the last fixes. So I talked it over with Ethan, and I talked it over with my parents, because technically the car was still under my dad's name as well as mine, and we decided it was just time to say goodbye. So Alfie is no longer, and I have a new car. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll have seen that I posted. I'm trying to think of a new name. We're thinking Marshmallow. My mother suggested Pearl, and I kind of like Pearl. I'm not really sure. I'm not sure if it's a boy or a girl. I've kind of been calling it a couple different things. We've got Marshmallow and Zippy Dippy and Meep Meep car, because when it beeps, it goes meep meep. It's a Kia Soul 2014, and I never thought I'd be driving a Kia, but it's really nice. So I have a new car. Wasn't expecting that, but I do. So that's a cool thing to go into the summer with. What else? I am finishing up my edits. I was supposed to have my edits to Melanie, who is my editor. She's great. I talked all about her last year with Rituals. I was supposed to have my edits to Melanie last Sunday, but I got an extension, so we're still fixing a few little things. And hopefully they'll be good by Sunday, so then I can send them to her. But Rebellion is going. I have the official cover. So if you don't follow me on social media, you won't know, but you should go follow me, because I post there a lot more than I do on YouTube. This Sunday on May 12th, I will be revealing the cover for Rebellion. I am so excited. It's such a cool cover. I really like the Rituals. This one is definitely more grown up for the series. It's dramatic, and I just love it. It's beautiful. Jane did an amazing job with it. I'm so happy. So that will come out on Sunday, along with the official synopsis, which I have been slaving over, because you know I hate synopsises. Also, the publication date will be out on Sunday, so you'll know when you'll be able to get it. So make sure, if you haven't already read the Rituals, to drop down to either Amazon or Barnes & Noble or my website, which will all be down below, to get a hold of it before Rebellion comes out in not that long, to get your hands on it so that you can read it and then get you ready for Rebellion. Or if you need to reread it, definitely go reread it. And if you have not, leave a review on the Amazon or the Goodreads. You can right now add Rebellion to your bookshelf. It just doesn't have much information at all, but the page is there. So yeah, I think that's all I can say right now. But if you are not already, sign up for my newsletter. I'll have that also down below right in the description box to get it words. I'm just if you've not already, down below there's going to be a link to sign up for my newsletter. At my newsletter I give some behind the scenes information about my process that I don't share other places. I share exclusive discounts. I also share stuff early, so you could possibly see the cover for Rebellion and get an exclusive discount like a day or two early. Just saying. So if you haven't, definitely go subscribe to my newsletter. I have plugged my social media several times, but if you have not already followed it, it'll be down below. I am at author Katelyn Costello on Facebook and Instagram, and I am Scripturenting on Twitter. I definitely am more active on Instagram. I try to post there at least something once a day, if not every other day, so I am there. You can shoot me a message if you have any questions. On Sunday morning at 10 a.m. I'm going to be doing, hopefully, if I get enough interest, are you interested? Like this video if you'd be interested, in a live stream when the cover goes live, as well as some other stuff, like maybe a possible book trailer that we could watch together. I have a lot of things coming, and I'm really excited, and I hope you're excited too. So please follow my social media, subscribe to my newsletter. Make sure if you're not already subscribed to this channel that you hit the little subscribe button, the big red button, make it not red anymore, and hit the bell so you know when I'm notified. So you are notified, not so you know when I'm notified. You don't want me to be notified. You want you to be notified when I post a new video, because I'm sporadic and never have a schedule. As much as I try to, I just shouldn't say that I have a schedule, because I don't. Okay, you all. I will see you very soon with some super cool stuff, and I hope you are as excited as I am. I love you all. Bye! Mwah!